Okay, so I'm answering prompt 5 about if our school uses MTSS multi-tiered systems of support. And our school does use that. Our principal is trained in it. She goes to trainings every so often this year. And we also, underneath the umbrella of MTSS, we use PBIS, positive behavior interventions and support. And I actually sit on the PBIS cadre at our school, so I help to implement these ideas and kind of monitor what's going on at the school as far as PBIS. I'd really like to move into more UDL, Universal Design Learning, and also restorative practices. I would really like to learn more on restorative justice, restorative chats, all of that for conflict resolution and for discipline, and with the word discipline meaning to guide. I'm really big on the students learning about the natural consequences of their actions, and then being able to make it up to whoever that they harmed for what they did. So that's something I look forward to, and I know that restorative practices is underneath the umbrella of MTSS. But right now at our school with PBIS, we have Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Of course, that's the multi-tiered system. In Tier 1, which would take care of about 80% of the students that respond to Tier 1 interventions, and then that they're successful at that level, and so they don't need more intervention. We have iReady, Mind Up, Mindfulness Teacher, behavior data so we can problem solve and work on prevention. That's something that the behavior slips go from the yard duty aides and the teachers, and those are entered into a Google Doc that, or Google spreadsheet, I guess, that the teachers can access every day. And if their students have more than 2 slips, then they need to give the parents a call. We do evidence-based practices, have engaging curriculums. The general ed uses benchmark and oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking out on math. I want to say math but anyway, it'll come to me. And then, of course, I use all kinds of different curriculums. In my class, I was using Unique, but I'm just not so sure that I like that. But I kind of use like a hodgepodge of all kinds of things so I can differentiate instruction. I have TK through 8, all different levels of abilities and disabilities. And so I have to be really creative on the different curriculums I use. And I always make sure that my curriculums are very engaging. That's just part of my teaching. Progress monitoring, universal assessments and screeners, we do 3 times a year. Safe, respectful, responsible, simple rules. All teachers have the rules in their classroom, and we have signs to go over the rules for each area, like the bathroom, cafeteria, office, playground. And we regularly train students on the protocol, especially after breaks and at the beginning of the school year. We have school-wide competitions about these protocols and about the rules in each area, and the students that can demonstrate that they, or the classes that can demonstrate that they understand and implement and follow the rules in each of those areas, they come up with a creative way to present that to the PBIS cadre, and then they get to move from that like game space to the next game space, where they would prove they know what to do in the next area. And then once they go through all the areas, then their class earns an ice cream party. We have rewards for good behavior, paw bucks. In my classroom, we have stars, token economy, and we have a student store. Tier 2 supports, we have the second step program, one-on-one counseling, small group counseling, social skills counseling, a check-in and check-out, like a mentoring system. I'm actually a mentor to one of the students. Academic intervention with resource teacher. We have a program called Walk to Learn, which is an intervention group, and that's fluid group, so that as the students progress, then they move or don't progress, then they fluidly move up and down according to how well they're doing. We use SIPs for remedial reading, phonemic awareness. We have behavior contracts and behavior plans. That would usually take care of Tier 1's 80%. Tier 2 is, I'd say like 15 to 18% of students would need that level of support and interventions. And then if they're not being successful with that level of support, then we would move into Tier 3 interventions, which could include referral to county mental health services,